Dunce like but and them a go dance, sir. We have 2 generations of people in Jamaica, them dunce like but
I'm a believer,
fully dunce coming not bright. No,
I'm a believer, you know.
Big up.
Same dunce, you know.
Fully.
No little brightness.
No brightness, Carl.
Spell dunce.
No, can't spell no dunce. Can't spell nothing. Fully dunce. Save that for your next interview. Cause that is a test you just give me. So call it, say give me an assignment. Dunce.
Spell bright.
Can't spell nothing.
I'm a believer,
Fully dunce coming not bright. No,
I'm a believer, you know.
Big up.
Same dunce, you know.
Fully.
No little brightness.
No brightness, Carl.
Spell dunce.
No, can't spell no dunce. Can't spell nothing. Fully dunce. Save that for your next interview. Cause that is a test you just give me. So call it, say give me an assignment. Dunce.
Spell bright.
Can't spell nothing.
I'm a believer,
Fully dunce coming not bright. No,
I'm a believer, you know.
Big up.
Me ask a serious question on behalf of all Jamaican citizens worldwide. How I know Keeney?
Yo, Gucci.
Hold on there, where the money there, where the blood clot hurricane money there. No people no recover from the disaster. Some of them are tarpaulin them live under. Where the money there, where the blood clot hurricane money there. No people no recover from the disaster. Some of them are tarpaulin them live under. Poor people continue stay strong, stay far from these politicians. Before them address the real situation, a plan for these poor people and all of them MP boy they forget fired. After them regime they get to you them tired. Rebel me people no depend on fires. In a parliament full of professional liars. Where the money there,
10 years you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew a live great. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still old, asleep under the air. Your JLP friends them build high-rise, road still full of wood. House pocket to a field, while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Wholeness, time to go. The people we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us. We are not on the door. Wholeness, time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Wholeness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You're bringing the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan. But 10 years later we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small but the scandal them large. Who's crack up parish council bro? Country suffocate done and it just smoke. And when we raise the voice so call we political. But the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical. Time to go. The people them say no. We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us. We are not on the door. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Wholeness our time to go. We no want no hype, we no want no speech. We want action, no lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people COVID empty. How you live so large when we live in so scanty? Not with fists, not with fire, but with voice. Them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking win and I'm not too late. Time to go the people. We said no, 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not by the door. Time to go from Kingston to Negril, people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show.
Run on, like and share.
This one is for every Jamaican.
Like and share. Like and share. Make I start it right here.
Congratulations to Mark Jefferson Golding, coming from.
Let me tell you something. You see what you did do? Yeah, robot. You see what you did do? You see if you did do that, and you can't, nobody did.
It's his moment. It's his moment. Mark Jefferson Golding has led the People's National Party to a surprise win in the local government elections of February 26, 2024. Marky G, as he's affectionately called, was behind in the public opinion polls. Yes, his leadership was on the line, but in a stroke of political genius, he declared that these elections were to be treated as a national referendum on the Andrew Holness government. And he has been proven correct. Tonight, he is cementing his hold on the leadership of the People's National Party. In a closely fought and won election, he has taken the PNP from 98 of the 228 divisions. And we are projecting that he is running ahead virtually of the PNP in terms of the electoral division count, ahead in terms of the popular vote count, and he has made significant gains in terms of the municipalities that the PNP will now control after today's elections. Congratulations to Mark Jefferson Golding, coming from the political dead. Yes?
Kinda love, the kinda loyal to show. Most people with around me no deserve it, I know. But me showing on myself a positivity me so, but before you...
At a night here, Cliffy's get buyout. The night here, Cliffy's get buyout. The night here, them page Cliffy's. So, I don't want the people them feel like a joke when we say I'm not going to win the election. The local government and the general. Cliffy's announce it, and Andrew call him and threaten him. I'm have to take back in talk, but it can't take back. The only thing I'm sorry about, you see, we never defend this. You see, if we defend this, we wouldn't have the problem winner now. We should have defend that winnings with our life. But we never. So, Jamaican people, and say the People's National Party win the local government election and the general election. When you win the local, you win the general. Say Andrew on the side girl have no councillor, but she win seat. Like we're stupid. Say Cliffy's tell way. Cliffy's tell way. And that video here, I'm going to always have it just remind Cliffy's. I'm going to play it again.
Congratulations to Mark Jefferson Golding, coming from.
Let me tell you something. You see what you did do? Yeah, robot. You see what you did do? You see if you did do that, and you can't, nobody did.
It's his moment.
Yes, sir.
It's his moment. Mark Jefferson Golding has led the People's National Party to a surprise win in the local government elections of February 26, 2024.
Remember, Cliffy's a labor right, we know. Because remember, PJ saw him. So we know him a labor right. And for Cliffy's come out, come tell the world and Jamaica say, Mark Golding win the local government election. And Andrew Holness page him. And Cliffy's destroy the democratic process in Jamaica from this night. So Cliffy's, you know, credible, go suck out your mama. From this night, The night I refuse from the night you destroy the democratic process in a Jamaica. And you come talk about phone call, about voice note leak. Eh? But why not talk about where the Virgin name was the Batman party? Dr. Jeremy and Garden. Why you not talk about the voice note with Dr. Jeremy and Garden voice note we are circulating on the social media space? Say you keep Batman party in your house. Why you not make it the breaking news for your platform? And from this night, you destroy the democratic process in Jamaica when Andrew was called and tell you to retrack. This, remember your labor right. And you just get up come say, Mark go in the local government election because you want to talk. You say it because I say it go. I know you're there in a media space, a bluff and a flip and a flop. There's nobody in that space, John Crow. Listen confused.
Marky G, as he's affectionately called, was behind in the public opinion polls. Yes, his leadership was on the line, but in a stroke of political genius, he declared that these elections were to be treated as a national referendum on the Andrew Holness government. And he has been proven correct. Tonight, he is cementing his hold on the leadership of the People's National Party. In a closely fought and won election, he has taken the PNP from 98 of the 228 divisions, and we are projecting that he is running ahead virtually of the PNP in terms of the electoral division count, ahead in terms of the popular vote count, and he has made significant gains in terms of the municipalities that the PNP will now control after today's elections. Congratulations to Mark Jefferson Golding, coming from the political dead. Yes?
This is not something that Confused just get up and come talk. Confused talk it like when we see it to Mark going in the local government election. And for Andrew Wallace, call Confused and threaten him. Confused son a political activist for the Jamaica Labour Party. Cliff Hughes destroyed the democratic process in Jamaica from this time. And Sting Soko, Dean Jackson, no see this we talk about, say this is unacceptable. Dean Jackson, no see this we talk and say this is unacceptable. Nobody never make them have a mistake. This is not a mistake. This never happened before. But because Cliff Hughes owed the whole for tax, the tax money, and Jones is a game local leniency, so Andrew is threatening him with that. Tell him I have to pay part of this money when he owe. So Cliff Hughes have to go back. And I'm going to show you where Andrew is see and call Cliff Hughes. Make her look, I'm going to show you something. This Andrew is see and call Cliff Hughes.
Has won.
Listen, him, see that?
The local government elections.
This Andrew say and call Cliff Hughes. See that? This is after Cliff Hughes announced the winning. So Mark go win the local government election, so they come with them out and celebrate. I remember Labour right headquarters empty, and one dog did in the truck alone. One dog. That the headquarters and then party truck. One dege dog. One dege dog and the party truck and the son man. Nobody, I want a woman. I walk over here. I walk around and I walk over here. This is what Andrew want to say. And call Cliff Hughes and threaten himself I forgot to pay all of the money when he owe. And from this night, Cliff Hughes destroy the democratic process in Jamaica. That is why I say nationwide for lockdown. I want to say it for lockdown we're not on a public mischief. We have a reason why Cliff Hughes are nationwide for lockdown.
That's why I had for Nikisha now, to Nikisha bone him out. It's grace him.
Let's see him again. I'll go find him. Where am they? Let I find him. Where am they again? Oh, where am they? I'm there somewhere hiding, you know. What the fuck are they? Let's see if I have seen them. No. Oh, when they hide? Okay. See him here. Listen to this.
Good morning. I want to begin with a media briefing that was called by the People's National Party yesterday. And in all my years of covering politics and watching politics not only in Jamaica but across the world, there's a rule or a practice that we come to know, and that is whenever a party,
I don't know, this thing is misbehaving. No, see there? This thing is misbehave. Let me connect it back. Hold on the chat, because then can't stop this at tonight, you know. Then can't stop this at tonight, man. This bigger than them. This bigger than them. Tell them that. So I'm gonna go back to the regular schedule. Hold on, Fambo.
begin with a media briefing that was called by the People's National Party yesterday. And in all my years of covering politics and watching politics not only in Jamaica but across the world, there's a rule or a practice that we come to know, and that is whenever a party, a political party, decides to attack the press, the media, the messenger, that is a very good indication that that political party has lost the argument. It has lost the debate, and it is now resorting.
I mean lost the argument and lost the debate. So what debate we do now? When Cliff User talk about lost the argument and lost the debate, Cliff User you have what debate? Cliff Hughes. What the boy name when I have no next Chevron? A Chevron and what debate? Remember Nikisha have the time for you know. Nikisha Birchin have the time for Uno blogger over nationwide. You know see that? Uno waste of time on none and void.
What debate?
So you talk about debate, you have what debate? Go debate with Dr. Jermaine say. You keep Batman party in the house every New Year's. I ring the bell, I ring in the New Year's. What you talking about? Go debate that. Go listen to some more of that shit bag here.
Personal attacks. And that is what we learned yesterday from the People's National Party.
Okay.
This issue of the leaked voice notes where some members of the party,
we attack Rosie Hamilton and Donovan Williams. With Rosie said Donovan a gunman. And that attack about Cliff Hughes. Remember say Rosie said Donovan Williams a thief taxpayer money. And gunman rob and give him grocery. And him a tell Rose, according to Rosie said Donovan Williams a tell him say him a gunman. We hear it Cliff Hughes. We hear man, we hear about it.
were caught on tape betraying
Andrew and Babsy Grange
what?
I betray Juliet Wallace and Babsy Grange and Andrew because they want Rosie to do something to the people that might return and Rosie say nah do it. You're lucky.
A lot of people suspect was a strategy of the party at this time. And that is to delay,
what?
attack, lie, obfuscate. Because it has failed.
What failed?
To do its job as an alternative government by sitting down, doing the research, doing the studying, doing the consultation on the big issues of the time and fashioning, producing an alternative policy and political agenda that could catch the imagination of the Jamaican people. The People's National Party
So, yeah, admit say Andrew is a Grim Reaper. Andrew, sorry to say, you can't catch nobody imagination around here. If you're a magician, go and go working at the circus. Cliff, you say you don't want to catch imagination. Oh, you don't want the people that live in a fantasy world, living in a fantasy world in their head. Meanwhile, the busy I keep Batman party has come to Dr. Jermaine Garden every New Year's. Oh, you see, you want the I go and play, so, a matter of fact, you see, Cliff Hughes, I go and play Mark Wallen stand. And if your Batman boss Andrew Wallace did listen to Mark Golding, who is the real Prime Minister when the local government election and the general. If your Batman boss Andrew Wallace did listen to Mark Golding, Jamaica wouldn't have this position we're in now. And if you don't know which video I talk about, Cliff Hughes, listen this.
I have proposed to the Prime Minister from last week, Wednesday, that he should establish a broad-based task force to be given the responsibility of governance oversight over the relief effort, the relief coming in, how it is dealt with, how it is distributed, not to manage that process on a day-to-day basis, but to provide oversight to those who are managing it. So there's some accountability for how it's done, and that accountability is being held by a broad-based group that can enjoy the support and confidence of the whole society, especially those who are suffering terribly now and no doubt fear that they may not be treated fairly or they may be ignored or overlooked in the response of the state to the crisis. I also think there needs to be a clear command structure for the actual day-to-day management of the response to the relief. And that should be led, in my opinion, by professionals in disaster management, not by politicians who do not know the ins and outs of responding to a disaster of this magnitude. And we should not be shy of seeking international support and help from persons who have career expertise and experience in this regard. Thirdly, we're going to need a Marshall Plan, a well-funded, broad-based plan for the rebuilding and reconstruction of large swathes of Jamaica which have been ravaged by this hurricane. That plan cannot be developed today, but it is vital that we prepare such a plan and that it have the inputs of persons who have the necessary skills and experience and knowledge to design a comprehensive, workable plan that can be executed efficiently and that can have the confidence of our international partners who we are going to rely on heavily to provide the financial support for this. And in terms of more specific recommendations now, I have asked the Prime Minister to make an additional allocation of resources to members of Parliament so that they can mobilize communities and contractors to help with the cleaning up of communities that are currently in a state of devastation, clearing roads where necessary, cutting trees and the like. Until that allocation is made, members of Parliament are unable to respond to the needs of the people unless they happen to have some personal resources or access to dealing with it outside of the public system, and many do not have that. I would also say that the process of engaging contractors to do that kind of work should be simplified and made easy for members of Parliament, especially in those areas where there's very limited connectivity and where following the normal bureaucratic processes that are required would be very challenging or impossible for members of parliament. If contractors have a TRN, whatever the allocation is, there should be invoices, and those invoices can be submitted, but the work should be able to begin. Secondly, we note and agree with the decision to suspend the imposition of import duties and import GCT on disaster relief items coming into Jamaica. However, we believe that the period for which this has been announced is too short, because the time it takes to mobilize funding and make the necessary procurement abroad, the logistics, etc., of getting it shipped to points on land where they can then be shipped or flown to Jamaica takes some time. And to have it cut off by the end of this month is too short. And it's also not clear from the announcement that was made whether goods in transit to Jamaica will get the benefit, even if they haven't landed here at the time of the expiry of the window. I'm suggesting that we recast that window in a way which is more realistic, given the situation that we face. I also think we need an evacuation plan urgently for persons who are without shelter. That needs to be well thought through so that persons can be moved to places of safety where whatever form of accommodation can be erected to support them, whether it be tents or something else that can be put in place, and they can have access to the basic means of survival in an organized way. And that is necessary because right now we have people, many Jamaicans, who are exposed to the elements, including babies, including children, including the elderly, including persons with disabilities, and they need to be moved to accommodation which protects them from the ravages of the elements going forward.
Chat. You see, if the government did follow what Mark Golden has say, Jamaica fix back already. If Andrew wanna said work with all of the MP and make the MP work with for them team and get the job done, Jamaica fix back already. If Andrew wanna said follow Mark Golden or work with Mark Golden or take Mark Golden advice, Jamaica fix already. So when Cliff Hughes come chat out time out, Cliff Hughes, remember, you tell the rural and Jamaica say Mark Golden win the local government election and Andrew threaten you make you have a comeback pan ear and double down pan your talk. You know, credible boy, yeah. And because the government no follow Mark Golden proposal, that is why we end up right here. So I'm going to play which part we end up. Listen to this.
Questioning why Lasco Financial Services Limited wanted to hold some of the money collected through the Support Jamaica website for 45 days. The Public Accounts Committee, PAC, was following up on the Auditor General's report on the matter. Details from Andrea Chisholm.
The Auditor General pointed out donations made via the Support Jamaica website were managed by a private financial services institution. At Tuesday's PAC meeting, the institution was named.
The Lasco Financial Services Limited.
Okay. So we have an arrangement then with them to process transactions through the website. They collect the money initially. They would their fees and then remit the net amount to the ODPM account. Is that the arrangement?
That is the arrangement, Chair.
Of the roughly $72.5 million Jamaican dollars collected through the website, as at February 23, 2026, Lasco took out roughly $3.4 million for commission fees, GCT, and transaction charges. Of the roughly $1.4 million US.
I don't tell no lie. Mark Golden, my boss, my prime minister, I know you're a liar. But people forgot prison for this, you know. People forget to lock up for this, you know. And Andrew Willis if you go up on no platform in Jamaica go talk, you know. Andrew Willis just go suck out him woman and go, you know. Cause and a Jamaica thing he might deal with, you know, he might deal with him personal thing. Andrew Willis come and use the Prime Minister office are conducting personal blood clot business. Andrew Wallace use the Prime Minister office are conducting personal business and having friend them all about for the money laundering and illicit enrichment. Having people them all over, like strategic in place them all over Jamaica for the money laundering and illicit enrichment. Andrew forget blood clot lock up and they want kicking him out, you know. The man betray we brother, man betray him for moving blood clot and go. The man betray and sell out with bumbo clot. And on the day I come talk about burger. You know see man a pussy, the man betray we. The money we come in the island, the pussy was so bad man. All people money and feel me blood clot man want. All money we come in the island trying to feel the pussy all want. The man take his charity money and buy stocks and bond for himself. And went and them find out about him and put back the money. See? The man have burial money. Sit down for how long. And Hanover no get no help from the government. Hanover no get no help from the government. And the pussy old junker have burial money sit down pan.
Are we even sure him have the money sit down pan? We are seeing evidence? There's no evidence.
Then I make him call Cliff Hughes and say him have a retract. Say Mark going in the local government election. Because the pussy one when Mark out prison. And he have Andrew Wheatley all over the road, the bumbo clot thieving boy. Andrew Wheatley. He have all over the blood clot road boy. And now we represent. He represent Andrew Wallace company. The thieving company. Not we represent. Andrew Wheatley, when he left Jamaica, he now represent non-Jamaican. He represent Andrew Wallace thieving company. Not Jamaica. He might go on Jamaican taxpaying dollar. But he now do Jamaican business and Andrew Wallace and Femona business they conduct. Can I believe this fuckery? If the government they listen to Mark Golan, wouldn't have this a problem. Mark Golan propose the best solution them, because they don't have none. Mark Golan give them the best way forward to bring back the people them life on track. Because they don't have, remember, the government for 10 years don't have a manifesto. The government for 10 years don't have a manifesto. The government for 10 years could never go on TV and talk about no achievement. They have to write one whole fuckery in one book and spell Jamaica wrong. Two of them are do it in a haste. How Mark Golan manifesto beat them bad. They're going to make AI write achievement, give them in a book and spell Jamaica wrong. And now Lasco are holding on this money. For what reason?
Because
Lasco, the longest Lasco for holding on this money is a day or two. 1 day or 2. What kind of blood clot 45 days? Lasco holding on the people them donation funds. Why? The money affairs scatter all over the place because of illicit enrichment are gone. Money laundering and illicit enrichment. Andrew take the Prime Minister office and do money laundering. Go listen some more.
Dollars collected, over 67,000 was taken out for similar fees. Lasco Financial Services charges US 25 cents per transaction, a 3.9% commission on all gross donations, and 15% GCT.
Acknowledging that at the outset you wouldn't have been able to do this because we had an emergency, but have you done any comparison to determine whether the arrangements with the financial institutions are the best that the government can get in terms of the percentage charge, etc., at this point in time?
We are undertaking that now, Chairman, but we have not gone the way of changing the financial services institution as yet.
Well, I mean, even though you haven't, you should do a little shopping around and find out whether you can get something more attractive.
The Auditor General also pointed out that after deducting the fees, Lasco Financial Services Limited had a 45-day holding period for 30% of the remaining funds. That money was for potential chargebacks.
Why was there proposed a 45-day time frame to retain 30% of all donations? I'm trying to understand the logic for that?
Chair, I wouldn't presume to speak on behalf of the institution. This was something that was sent to...
You have to talk. You're there at the high school on the land, which is the parliament. Exactly. You can't go in and keep secret. What kind of blood clot fuck you are dealing with? Eh? What kind, when you Alvin? Brother Alvin? Eh? From the chipmunk. You know Alvin and the chipmunk. Alvin, what kind of secret you are coming out of parliament with? You never know no secret to work around here. Let me tell you this, my brother. You put yourself in something where you can't come out, you know. You put yourself in something where you can't come out, and we're going to hold a blood clot accountable, you know. So, yeah, brother Alvin, better you go back in acting, you know, and load this alone, because this is not fair, you know. Better you go back in acting and leave this blood clot alone. Because the secrecy we're not come with, we're not going to work with the donor them money, you know. Remember, the donor, we not play with donor money, you know. This money can't end up like the charity money with Andrew and Steve and buy stocks and bonds, you know. This money cannot end up like the charity money with Andrew and Steve in a COVID and buy stocks and bonds in personal self. And when the Integrity Commission them find out about it, he might try to put back the money. This donation money, our brother Alvin, it not going to end up like the charity money. And me and you know Andrew and Steve the charity money. Eh? Set up charity in a constituency. We help the people them in a COVID. And when the money come in, the push the whole Prime Minister of Jamaica. Thief the money and buy stocks and bonds for him personal self. And that is a bumbuckler drunkro. We have bought a Prime Minister of the country. Like we have some blood clot cokehead. We must have cokehead to have one top thief. With thief charity. Remember, you know, the charity we then set up have helped the people and then consequences. Andrew when they see the amount of money in the charity and couldn't make it stay, then thief the blood clot money chat and buy stocks and bonds in personal self. And Dean Jackson said that wicked and evil. Dean Jackson never come out and said that wicked and evil. How can the Prime Minister of the land set up charity only if it scam people to their money? No, they set up when in Jamaica. Support Jamaica. And it looked like a scam. Because if the government has set up something like this, and then do it in the government name, and the government control it because of the government are going to deal with the citizens them. If the government have ever look one third party to set up this, them plan for the money laundering. If the government decide, say them trust one criminal outside, they hunger, they donor them money. That means that the government of Jamaica right now as we speaking is a criminal running a criminal organization, and the government are use outside entity to wash thief in money and make it come back in pan the market. Andrew Wallace is a blood clot drunkro. Andrew Wallace, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, is a drunkro. And I never know say Jamaican people them attracted to drunkro. Because drunkro up close and personal is an ugly thing. Up on Google and type in drunkro on Google and look on drunkro picture and say, oh, they look disgusting. And Andrew Wallace is that drunkro. So I know people in the social media space are hoping they stick out for a drunker like Andrew Wallace. We have set up all type of ism and schism for those scamming. And the country have a JCF body and it have a JDF body. It also have MOCA. See? And with these institutions, we have to deal with crime and money laundering and illicit enrichment. They become complicit with the government.
Yeah, because they report to the government. MOCA report to the government. FID report to the government.
The police force and the government not be no friend. They are two different institutions. and then we operate independently. So when the Prime Minister can tell the police if we go kill people, the Prime Minister hear that the Prime Minister will get locked up. When Harris Chang, I go tell police to shoot to kill, Harris Chang should have get him face bust up, kick in her mouth and jump up in her head. Because that is a criminal act. Harris Chang are using office to commit. They are criminal activity. That is why Harris Chang can't travel, because I'm a criminal. Any travel Harris Chang travel. Jamaican for fret because he sell out. If Harris Chang start fly back, Jamaican people no don't go upon no knee and talk about prayer and have a chant. And get in one with the universe, because if Harris Chang get back in wing, gonna get fucked. You see, like when you see Darrell Vance and go upon American ship. That is why the light could have black out in a Jamaica. So when time America is a country, you see, then we use you to feed them greater good. So in spite, they don't like Darrell Vaz. But then can use him, because film portfolio we have, it is very important to the American government. So then we use him. And if Harris Chang thought fly back Jamaican people, on a fret. But we want to listen some more.
The previous finance officer in an email, I can't recall that they would have provided the explicit reasons behind it.
So what's the current agreement in terms of the time frame for retention of funds and what percentage?
There's currently no agreement around that matter, Chair. Operationally, based on our discussions, we have suspended that matter until we come to some formal agreement.
Why would you not have an agreement that compels the provider to make the funds available within a very short period of time? And I would think that would be a matter of a few days, not 45 days, certainly not a week. I mean, you know, you have RTGS, you have ACH, none of these things take a protracted period of time.
ODPM has committed.
Saying criminal activity them people I want to go on with. So Brother Alvin, look at this photo. This is what I said to you, Brother Alvin. Brother Alvin, if you lie, you will thief. If you lie, you will thief. Brother Alvin. Brother Alvin, take a look on the screen. If you lie, you will thief. My grandmother tell me liar and thief walk together. And Andrew is a thief and I'm a liar. And I am him a par. So, you understand? But my viewers and subscribers, the next video I'm going to play now. The TCN deal. Under no circumstances. It don't matter what the Prime Minister want to come out come say. It doesn't matter what Camilla Johnson Smith want to come out come say. Nobody with Donald Trump a dash out of the country, no fi come a Jamaica style under no circumstances. We appoint Andrew Jones to the Prime Minister office. All of the MP them get elected. They are public servant. We the citizens of Jamaica, I make it categorically clear to Donald Trump and Marco Rubio, under no circumstances we the citizens of Jamaica will receive any criminal from out of America to Jamaica under no form of deal. It don't matter what you want to do, we the citizens of Jamaica will never accept no criminal from America. The same way like how Donald Trump want rid the country of criminal, and the same way Jamaican people want rid the country of criminal. So we not going to take no baggage from America because we want favor from them or visa. And I know this is a public announcement to Marco Rubio and Donald Trump. Under no circumstances, my brother, we will receive any criminal, the worstest of the worst criminal, rapist, pedophile, murderer, bomb man, all type of, we will never accept a deal like that. And we don't care the relationship with Jamaica have with America. The other day, uno come down and say we send out the Cuban doctor, the hospital has struggle. So, my grandmother tell me we have to take sleep and mark death. So, under no circumstances, and if the government go behind our back and take in these people anywhere in Jamaica, then we go hunt them down. We just make them know. They can't do what they want to do, you know, but these people are coming to the island and now go safe. May I tell them?
But we're not going to know.
We are going to know them. We are going to know them. And when them come in, we are going to know them. We are going to know so them come in. Nothing can hide. Remember, we have an opposition leader and we have people in high places too. Saying? So under no sir, and if they go behind our back and take in them, we're going to hunt them down and we're going to damage them. And anybody I use them property to aid and betting with these criminals, we're going to deal with it just the same way how we get deal with. Anybody in Jamaica aid and betting for who's no criminal from America, we're going to deal with it now. We never elect Andrew unless to dictate the final say. You have to come to we and make a proposal. And if it sound good, we agree. If it don't sound good, we disagree. Andrew Wallace can't just get up off him own go sign deal with Donald Trump for taking 10,000 criminal. And you hide the TCN deal. And then come in a Johnson come contact 2 side of time out. Like if you take what them say. After them put up RG Marks. See how she signed a deal. When I come in, Johnson Smith the foreign minister. Like them things that we ban back a call like Andrew Jones, Juliet Owens, come in, Johnson Smith and them lot. We don't ban back a call like Uno. And me I make it categorically clear. Under no circumstances we accept these criminals from America. It don't matter what kind of deal Andrew Jones and Donald Trump have a Marco Rubio. We the citizens of Jamaica say no to these criminals. The focus of the government is should to put the people them life on track in a Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth. Not for focus on Marco Rubio and Donald Trump trash. We will never have that. And if we don't make them come in Jamaica, then now go see if we will get rid of them. We don't take it, anyone don't want to take it. Then now go be safe in the island. Jamaican people, anyone, they now go safe. And this is the motto on the fork. Then can't safe in our island. We never elect Andrew Jones become dictator. Him go make deal with Donald Trump to impose whoop criminal power. When them a send police growing go kill Jamaican youth, them say them a criminal. But I go sign deal with Donald Trump and Marco Rubio to bring criminal. It will never happen. And anybody use them property to host these people, who not go lose on a property. I gonna play something for now. And then keep one PR comedy show. Dana Dixon, Kamina Johnson, and the Witch of Rosa, which is Babsy Green. Then keep on look at PR ceremony today. See? Zara Burton, I don't know Zara Burton, tough. And Dana Dixon come with a strategy. Because Kamina Johnson see me talk on chat all of a shit out of fair toilet. And Zara Burton go there to dice it and ask them the real question with them people want hear. We're not going to say the government claims that they keep press briefing. And we're not going to say the government attitude different from Mark Golan press briefing. And we're not going to say it is clear the government have something to hide, and Jamaican people must never trust Kamina Johnson Smith. She's a Judas, Likewise, Andrew Wellness. I'm going to play something for you. You can tell me what to take from this. Make I find it.
Hello, yes. Hello, yes. Okay, Zara Burton, 18 Degrees North. Many questions for Camila Johnson-Smith.
Can you just read out the questions and then we'll try to take them together?
And also for you, Minister.
Okay, sure.
The set of questions also impact Minister Grange. So this first question has been regarding a text message that I received from just a friend of mine who used to be a journalist over in the Philippines. And he made a mention that, paraphrasing, is it that the government is misusing funds that were raised for Melissa, given that I'm hearing that a private entity was the one that owned the supportjamaica.gov site. Now, that has been in the news recently, just regarding Amber, and also regarding the information that went out to the diaspora, whether or not, why weren't the diaspora and other people who donated on that site locally told that this was a site not owned by the government of Jamaica? So that's one. Two, Minister Grange, in 2020 with the COVID-19 telethon, again, you raised funds, made a lot of assurances to the public about the funds not reaching into the consolidated fund, that it would go through charities, and it ended up that they ended up at the NHF, those funds, and you've never really fully accounted for those funds and how they were used, given the lack of trust that people have, especially in the diaspora, for donating funds to Jamaica. What is the plan to restore confidence, and will you give a full accounting of what happened with those COVID-19 telethon funds? Also for Minister Johnson-Smith, I said I had many. There is a report I saw online, I don't know if it's true or not, I just wanted to verify whether there was anything that you had gotten that could come to your attention about any Jamaicans being victims in this U.S. war on drugs, with the boats being blown up in the Caribbean Sea. If yes, could you tell us a little bit about that? If no, that's okay. Also, in terms of the International Maritime Organization, in October of 2025, just before Hurricane Melissa hit as a Category 5, Jamaica had voted in favor of delaying a push to limit emissions from ships. I wanted to find out, why did we vote yes to delay that, given our vulnerability to climate change? On the TCNs, you mentioned about no 10,000 persons coming last week, or last time we had post-cabinet, I asked a question about what was the American response to the proposal by Minister Marks regarding the 10,000 skilled workers that you as a government were hoping to get from the people who were from foreign countries living in America. I wanted to understand what was the American response. I did not get a response. What I got was that it wasn't discussed at the cabinet level. I'm interested in finding out what was the American response to that proposal, since it preceded this January overture from the United States government. Was it a precursor? Was that the response?
All right, Zara, the other media persons need to ask some questions, so can you wrap up with your questions so we can...
You see the fuckery start? Them say they keep press briefing, you know, or press conference. Seeing? And a press conference, when you're reaching a question and answer time, seeing? You can't tell every media houses to ask them question one time, because you're not going to remember everything for answer. So that is a strategy where it is a new strategy. Then a Dixon go suck your man. We see this, we see that strategy here, and we don't like it, so we highlight it. See? Then a Dixon, because you don't have something to hide. You want all of the media houses them to answer the question, to ask the question one time, and she just come up and just give some answer. And everybody who asks them question get for them, pick out for them answer and go on with it. You know what, the Jamaican people them understand. Say una pussy hole. So you try to change how press briefing operate in the country. This is a new form of press briefing the Jamaica Labour Party are come with. They want to change everything. I want to listen that junkery up on the screen, you know. And you are going to listen, say the government are planning for lockdown school. Una go hear say the government instead of a build back the school, them a find all type of plan or problem to lock down some school in Jamaica. Just listen to this thing. But minister make them know so we see it because we're not stupid. Where them a try. But Zara Burton, I want top journalist. So she go around that. Even though they try their utmost best. For we the people them now hear the discussion in the press briefing. Wanna listen to this.
Also take their questions too.
MOU for the TCNs, it was supposed to be made public. Where is it? Has Jamaica approached the government in the United States? I've brought this up to Minister Marks before as an ambassador when she was there regarding social security contributions by persons that are now in Jamaica but used to contribute to that system, whether or not those funds can be repatriated to Jamaica. Lastly, for Minister Morris Dixon, with the PEP announcements, why was the top primary school person being, let us say, the big news rather than at first just the top overall performer being announced as a prep school winner in the original announcements of top performing primary level students in PEP?
And we now go discover Dana Dixon, I tell the journalists them, all of them for ask them question one time. Remember them ask question about where them just come say, you know. Yeah. And then I write down the question them where the people ask them, you know. So when time reach for them answer now, they can answer the question them. Una go see say the Jamaica Labour Party and this blood clot harlot eat that girl I just waste of time and then even if you collect $1 out of the taxpayer money. Una go all Babsy Grange, I never have fair peace on this, but I go look feedback and make on hear. The question them ask Babsy Grange about money in a COVID, you are going to hear Babsy Grange respond. But I'm going to go back feet and I'm going to hear. But go and listen to this.
Also, you mentioned in the last or previous press conference in March that PATH was not being used up. Well, I had asked you why isn't PATH being used up based on the budget numbers I'd seen. Each year you'd mentioned that it is based on students being in school, and some of them are not, I presume, not in school because they're underspending PATH funds in your ministry. I wanted to know what initiative exists to get students back in school in a more, not just from the hurricane, but in a more dedicated way, reaching out to schools and students and parents. What mechanism exists to get students back into school? So those are, and then the last thing is announcement of contracts. I was noticing that even though you guys mention a lot of different contracts from time to time, we don't get the stream of mention of contracts coming out of these cabinet decisions when it comes to post-cabinet as much as we used to. So I was just wondering about the frequency of those announcements.
All right, thank you. That's a whole lot of questions. Let me just take you. I'll take the other questions.
Here the fuck you need that girl. Wow, that's a whole lot of question. That is why now you should have make Kamina Johnson to come answer Zara Burton question. Then you move on to the other journalists who want to ask for them questions. But because we don't have something to hide. And because we don't have something to hide, you know. So they don't want Zara Burton to show them up to the rest of them a fucking idiot and them a criminal. But go and listen to this. Go and listen.
The other media, so we can just get the ministers up and just answering as many as they can. And remember that they are available after, and you also have the heads of agencies here too.
So, you hear what she say? Remember, so they are available after the camera turn off. So, this is a joke. Why the media that want to go in a conversation with Uno after the camera stop roll? Why? They not, you know, say they have something to hide. So they might make them know, say, if they don't answer all of the question, when time lock off the camera, then can get some, they can ask some follow-up question and they will answer them off camera. And that's your proposal, you know. And when they put it up, they say AI make it up. Dana Dixon, I don't know how we and you are going to work it out, you know. Because feel bad, Williams mash up the school, you know. And you say you're brave, you come finish mash up the school, but you be careful, you know. You bite more than what you can chew. Big.
1 billion for two school. 1 million it have a cost. She says.
Then they'll write Chuck. Then alright. Then them a talk about them want to lock down school, but they write Chuck about span 3 new courthouse. Them are going to say which one of them are going to use the money bill. Well, we want to listen to them, we're not going to hear. We're not listening to this chat.
My here is Stuart, Nationwide News. I have one question for each minister. So I'll start with Senator Johnson Smith. Just a quick update. I know that there was a bit of worry concerning the Consulate General's office in Manhattan, given some building code issues that they were having. Just wanted to know if there's an update on how that office is. Question to Minister Grange. During the rehabilitation of the National Stadium, what's going to be the process in which we relocate events that would be held there? So that's my question to you. And for Minister Morris Dixon or any representative of the Education Ministry, is there any update you can give on the status of Mulgrave Primary in St. Elizabeth? We're receiving reports that it may be merged with another nearby school in St. Elizabeth. Just want updates on that.
All right. Any other media questions? Okay.
Hi, good morning. Crystal Williams from CVM. I just wanted a further update, if possible, if we have one, from the Minister of Foreign Affairs, if there were any Jamaicans in Japan that were affected by the earthquake.
Okay. All right. Any other media? Is that it for media in the room?
I believe we have one question from one of our students. I'm not sure if you want to take that now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
That will be the last question then from the room.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
My question is directed to Minister Johnson Smith. You would have mentioned in your discussion that the young adults should do some research on what OECD is. And I would have done a bit of research, and don't worry, it was from Google, not ChatGPT. So I just have a few notes and a question afterwards. What I would have noted from OECD, which stands for Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, is that it consistently highlights international education as an important driver for economic growth, innovation, and global competitiveness. At UTEC, however, and please forgive me, I am Joel Brown, the current president of the Students' Union Council at UTEC. At UTEC, however, international students are now expected to pay $400 before they can even enroll, while many local students are still recovering from Hurricane Melissa and facing rising tuition and fees. At the same time, UTEC continues to experience stagnant government subvention as a major financial challenge. So my question is, if Jamaica wants to compete with other countries for international students and strengthen its local education reputation, will your ministry work with the Ministry of Education and other stakeholders to ensure our funding model actually aligns with international best practices, rather than allowing these financial barriers to weaken both access to and Jamaica's competitiveness? That's my question.
All right, thank you. All right, so ministers, if you can come up, let's get through these questions. I will give one note, though, on Support Jamaica. And I know yesterday the head of ODPEM would have been giving updates. But what I do know is that in the disaster risk management structure, there is a finance committee that must approve any spend coming from any money that has been donated. In addition to that, all of the funds that would have been received through Support Jamaica, they go directly to ODPEM accounts. There is no intermediary accounts. They are going to ODPEM accounts. When you go on the website, you see ODPEM's accounts. And so there is...
This girl I put herself in a whole heap of trouble, you know. I want to eat that mad girl, you know. Real blood clot, she didn't play this girl, you know. Go and listen now. She's going to tell us that they're going to lock down school. Go and listen her.
An oversight mechanism for the money. Once the money comes in, there is a mechanism to approve the spend. The committee has to approve that spend. That committee is in place. I know yesterday in PAAC, ODPEM would have given extensive answers there, so I will not go any further into that. In terms of, I'm going through the ones I got, and then Minister Johnson-Smith will go through some of hers. In terms of the PEP results and in terms of the students, you would have seen at the last press conference, we brought all of the top 10 students. There was a note that had been given to me while I was speaking at the release of the PEP results, and it had an incorrect information on it, and we corrected it right away to say that that top student was the top primary student. But we have, including in the newspaper, highlighted all of the top students. We also brought all of the top students here. We did interviews with all the top students. One of the things to also note is that I asked to visit the top school and the top, in terms of prep school, and the top primary school. The top prep school could not accommodate my visit. I think it was 2 days after the PEP results came out when I was going to visit the top students. They said they couldn't accommodate it. And so I think we have showcased all of the students. Of course, the primary student got a lot of kudos because many of us, we went to the school. I got to go to that school. I did not get an opportunity to go to the prep school, but all the students were acknowledged. They were all here and they did beautifully in their interviews. I heard a question on Mulgrave Primary School. That's a school that was severely damaged. Several of our schools in the West were severely damaged. At that school, I'm told they have an enrollment of 73 students. So it's a small population school. And the repair cost for that school is 65? I'm hearing it's 65. It's actually less than the 73, and that the cost to repair it is 65 million. So as we're looking at the schools, and it's a lot of money that's being spent, we're having to look at whether or not it makes sense to consolidate some of the schools. But that will only take place with community consultation. And you can understand, the schools are so important.
When I hear this, and then you hear what she'll say after this now. Hear this, or hear this.
To communities that consolidating or closing a school, we understand that it's difficult for a community. And that's why we have consultation.
Dana Dixon, nyam out your ma. You don't understand, you have been a closed down school in Jamaica. And I just now not closed down school. Remember Andrew closed down a basic school in a film constituency. Uno name closed down school. Remember, we don't believe in education, Because we want to run the island to a group of duns, we just turn slave to the rich people that want to sell out Jamaica too. And they want them absence and kill them out with the police. Uno name lockdown school, But listen to this.
And discussions, and it's led by the Chief Education Officer in terms of those discussions. And so the discussions in relation to Mulgrave are not completed. And so we're continuing to work with the community. The community doesn't have to worry. We're having conversations with them, and this is something we're doing with several communities that have small school populations. I'm looking back through the list. There was one on truancy and students not coming to school. There are many interventions we're doing. We have police even going out with us into the communities to remind parents.
They have police going out with them. If you go remind parents to send their people to come to school. You send them a blood clot. Them are people who dash plate water upon them.
Dash piss upon them.
I dash piss upon when you piss in the chimney wet up our blood clot with it. Them are people have to go when you see them pit upon them a road. When you see them a girl on the road, you just hawk and pit upon them blood clot. Pit upon them. When you say I'm pit pan and bumbo clot. Listen to this girl here.
That it is important for their children to come to school. Yesterday, as I was in Westmoreland, one of the things I think will affect our CXC results is our older students, especially our young men in the disaster areas, not returning to school. They are, as we know, trying to help their families to rebuild.
Yeah, they must
and so
try
that's
to help
been
them family to
prioritized.
rebuild because the government not do it. Me glad you point it out to the world and Jamaica. Say the people them should not go back to school. Them have to turn man before time. I got prag for Charles if them can build back somewhere solid. People them can live because the government fail them. Another PR stunt. Listen to this.
And I had to say to the community members that I saw yesterday that it's important that we send our children to school. Our teenagers need to be in school, and a lot of them did not return. We've been able to get many back because of our interventions going into the communities and actually speaking to the community members and getting neighbors to convince their next door neighbor to send.
You see? They are just speak, them are going to the community to go speak. Nothing. No financial help. And most of these people need financial help. But you're not going there with police and go speak. Go speak to no mama, no worthless mama. We get a one kill the suck and breed and get to know. When should have dash in a condom. Then a Dixon, you should have dash in a condom. It's a waste of space.
The children to school. So we're doing a lot of work there. We also have a new system that we're using and implementing where we can see attendance more easily and we can intervene more quickly in the Ministry of Education. And that's been led by the permanent secretary. That's a big part of our transformation, is that education management information system. I'm going to now hand over to my other ministers. Minister Johnson Smith, you can get through the ones you can.
Yeah.
And just remember, the ministers are here after. I know
she can get through the one she can, so the minister is here after. Listen.
Many of you do little interviews after. They're here for those also.
Why the press that want to look interview after? Then a stinking moped either chat mad girl. Why the press are going to want to do an interview with Uno after? For what reason? The press are Uno not keep no secret.
Sure, keep secret.
Might be look Rasta boy for nationwide and Uno. But me know Zara Burton and Uno not keep none. And because Zara Burton and Uno not keep none, look how you and the look pretty dunce girl, about him a foreign minister, I try sabotage Zara Burton. Listen, chat, wanna listen to this.
Oh, and there was a question that came in over.
Yes, okay. I will read another set of questions that we got online. I will just give them to you, Minister Johnson Smith. There's a question about 2 Jamaicans. These are from Jamelia, who's usually here. Can the ministry speak to the status of 2 Jamaicans who were deported to St. Kitts Nevis? Also, there was one about Eswatini, which I think you answered before. If they're asking if there are any similarities in the situations, and they're asking also if the U.S. government doesn't notify us if a Jamaican citizen goes elsewhere, like Eswatini.
Okay, so I'm going to do my best, and you can let me know.
Afterwards,
right?
Yeah, we'll do
okay.
that after. Yeah.
I think the first one that I was able to note was the question about any reports of Jamaican victims in the bombing, I think you called it, of go-fast boats with a...
I want to look for a riot girl in a chat. I want anyone who sees a riot girl in a chat who can identify this riot girl on the screen. So make sure so not take a good look on this riot girl here. And look on this sabotage. Look.
Drug traffickers in international waters close to the Caribbean. And I think I can safely say that we have no reports of any Jamaicans being involved in those incidents. I think I got a question about a vote. I believe your reference was to the International Maritime Organization arrangement, but it's what we refer to as the net zero framework. I don't know that your timeline is on point. I recall that up to last year, we had been part of the discussions regarding a delay in the vote because it was clear that there was going to be no agreement, and our view was that it was more important to preserve the discussions than to have the entire framework fall apart. And it was clear that there was no consensus and no certainty as the result. If there was a vote pre-COVID or just after COVID, then it means that the procedural circumstances would have been even less mature. So I would have to check that. Oh, pre-Melissa. Well, there you go. Okay, so it would have been the same circumstance I recall then. The vote was not going to secure the arrangement. Countries were divided across all regions. And as a builder of cohesion and a country that has been working towards ensuring that climate transitions are reasoned and sustainable, our position was that it would be better to have a delay so that discussions could continue to preserve overall substance as the circumstances currently are. I think the matter comes up again September this year. On the matter of whether, and Dana, I'm going to ask you to help me here. You were asking whether Minister Marks' proposal was a precursor or was a...
Them decide, say, them want the whole of the press ask the question one time. But them never did decide, say, them have to go plan to write down everybody question so they can answer them accordingly. But because them are trying to mislead the Labour right them, we are going to watch this. That is why they keep a press conference. Because them are plan to mislead the Labour right them, we watch them. How can Kamina Johnson-Smith and then this plan for sabotage a press briefing by asking everyone at the press them to ask the question one time when them full know so they're not that bright to remember everything to answer accordingly, so them have to go right down, not sure. But because them plan to sabotage this part and whatever them claims that they can do, that is why them do it like that. But I'm not going to listen to this.
Result of,
and it's this what Zara Burton asked them. It's very important to everybody in Jamaica, you know? But they don't care.
I was not following.
No, I think I got the question. What was America's response?
What you mean say I was not following? When I want to tell them to ask them the question them. Eh? So, you know, sister, this is not a government. This come like a high school debate I go on. So Kingston High and next high school listen to them a debate. So this no look like our organized government. This is our Bugoyaga business that I'm going with. Bugoyaga Bandolo business that I'm going with. Then them claims that them come up for answer question and I remember what for answer. How the fuck? Uno fi tell the people them all of them for asking a question. When see them make a fool out of themselves there. That is why I have to put them in their rightful uniform. That is why I see me have to put them in their rightful uniform. See Babsy Granger come in and Johnson at the top and see my pet down a bottom. Let me turn on, let me connect back my phone. See my pet down a bottom. They don't have no sense. The people them big and just come like and they just big and just like, I don't know what to say about these people. Them man for them Bugoyaga busy with them a keep. Eh? What the hell wrong with these people? Listen.
Was a question. So yeah, she was asking if America had responded to Minister Marks's proposal, the 10,000 proposal. But my understanding, you can go ahead.
I think
so. Dana Dixon, why are you asking a question? And are you fear tell Kamina Johnson what the people them say? The people them can talk for themselves. They never ask enough for no help. But Dana Dixon and Kamina Johnson see me plan, say them all cover each other back. So they come up with a strategy. But on a feel can me see it. I mean, know everybody will watch it will absent see it too.
The more fundamental point is that it was not an agreement. It was a misunderstanding. It was a conflation of circumstances, which we clarified.
And she'll laugh. She'll laugh. And then she'll laugh. Because through the instance people in Jamaica are idiot. That is why she can't come and laugh. You want somebody spit on your drunk girl. You want somebody hack and pit some bad coal on you. Or make it drop over your, make it drop right up on your eyelash. Right on your 2 eyelash. Hack and twang! On your 2 eyelash. So up in the eye, my coal just a long down past your eyes up. He's a waste of time. She's a waste of time.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Watch out.
Yes.
Them take away the mic from Zara Burton, you know. So when Zara Burton I try to make she know the question when she asks, then I give Zara Burton the mic, you know. But she insists them all give her and then them will take it back from her. Chat, and I listen this. So the government no keep no press briefing, you know, press conference, you know. Just because Mark Golan, the real Prime Minister, keep a press briefing yesterday. Them say they have to keep a press briefing too. Because them want to have the final say. But look at it there now. Them are going to make a fool out of themselves and be the clown where we already know them be. So make we listen to these mad chat. Listen this.
There was an interest in discussing it, but it's not a matter that's live before us at all and has not been for some time.
No, but I want to know if Minister Marks proposed it, what was the American response?
They said they were interested, but we have not taken it forward, and this much water has flowed.
It's so she nervous. That is why then sabotage Zara Burton and make she get back the mic and put the camera upon her. They make Zara Burton ask them back the question off mic. Off ear. While the circus are going. While the camera are running a catching circus when they come put on. Instead of them give back Zara Burton the mic. If you can clarify, because remember say she no member. Because she planned for no member. And instead then give back Zara Burton the mic. Una go see what happen chat. Una go see what happen. And una have to take Steve and Mark dead. This government is dangerous. And I'm telling you something. Anyhow them bring in them criminal from America, una have to look for them with no cutlass. Una have to hunt down anywhere them there in Jamaica with no cutlass. Because the government have something to hide. Una listen this.
Blown under the bridge since then.
Okay, and is this TCN program in response to that proposal?
No.
Okay.
No.
Completely separate.
Completely and 100% separate. 100%. I think it has been said before, but I'm happy to say that it was not. On the matter of the New York consulate, just to say that the building code issue was not in respect of the...
A matter of fact, Camila Johnson Smith, any deportation deal from America to Jamaica is suspended till further notice. Any deportation deal from America to Jamaica is suspended until further notice. We don't trust what is happening right now. So, any deportation deal should put on a pause until further notice. So the people in the diaspora have to talk because one day we have to go back to Jamaica. And we don't want to go back to Jamaica with 10,000 criminals from one country where a man that claims they want to film country nice. When him go around the world and create and kill off much people and destroy much people country. I go around the world and mash up people country, destroy people life. But him want to film country for speak and span. Want to film garbage in a different people country. And then I go around and mash up different people country. Listen to these Judas, these slave catchers in Jamaica, these modern day slave catchers, Camila Johnson and Jonas and the one, they are modern day slave catchers. Listen to these Janko.
Building in which we are located, it was a building close by. And it appears that those circumstances are being addressed, and our staff and all occupants of the building had actually re-entered within days after the evacuation. may have been 2 days after. So all is safe and sound there. In respect of the CVM question regarding Jamaicans in Japan, we are aware from the report of...
She not finished answer Zara Burton question, you know. But she jump on a CVM because she can't manage Zara Burton question them. Shut up, go and listen to this.
Our embassy there, that there are 18 persons who have lost their lives, but there are no Jamaicans reported as having been affected by it. UTEC's Google question.
You'll have to answer that.
You see, my advice to the media them in Jamaica, the one them who not get buyout. When the labor them a keep no invite, no enough to go. Better not rebroadcast if I'm confused, if you don't feel like. But no media house is not to go when the government invite. No enough to go. Nobody waste some time and go record. You not go turn up and so not go turn up and rub down on the shoes and sitting to record them about that John Crayer. You not find something better they would do no time. When the government call the righteous media, you not go no man, make them fuck off and go. Because a PR them a deal with. PR them come a deal with. And me I tell the foreign minister, we not taking no 10,000 nobody for no America. And you can't have the final say no matter what position you want to have. You and Ann Jones cannot have the final say for 10,000 criminals coming out of the country. Me just make you know, you and Ann Jones don't have the final say. And we not taking no 10,000 criminals for America. And a matter of fact, this thing have to pause. And if you insist and go behind the Jamaican people back, you not go put these people's life in risk. So you not go do it on your own. You not go do it on your own. But just to make you not go put these criminals who come from America life at risk. Because we not accept them. Because we not support this out of many one fucking people, you know. We are one people, you know. So this out of many we not want to continue with. It not going to work, you know. Because remember, we already know so we are one people. Now out of no many, we are one people. So this out of many thing we not try continue with. It not going to blood clot work. And so come some different type of people live on the island. Trying to create this out of many one fuckery.
What can I say?
That's an essay response, but it also, I think, highlights some of the challenges in recognizing the distance that sometimes exists between international best practice and what happens domestically. So I think the Ministry of Education is certainly closer to funding models and mechanisms that are used within Jamaica, and certainly I'm sure they consult and do implement best practice to the extent possible within our budgetary constraints. I know that efforts continue to be made to find the best ways to ensure that...
Look upon them now. Look upon them now. The devil offspring, chat. The devil offspring. The devil, they come from the alien family, the devil offspring. Them come from the alien family. These people, that mean the island no good. Then just all about for them own interest. These people, no mean the island no good. Chat, I want to look upon them. At them the Bible talk about. At them the Bible talk about. And the pastor look for somebody else. See them there. At them the Bible talk about. Them else, look. At them the Bible talk about. Look good. And if in 2026 has gone to the matrix, the church can't recognize the devil or not doing something wrong. So better on the left for that one I do and find back on yourself and when we can identify the devil. Because the devil in our eyes, hidden in plain sight. Remember the devil hidden in plain sight. The devil hidden in plain sight. What am I going to think say? The powers that being afraid of church. Eh? If church should have the power with them give church, why are they not afraid of the church? Why the church can destroy the evil, demonic system them oppress the earth? Them give church this power. Why the church them not come together and destroy all of these evil systems we operate? We have the people them in a bondage. Why the church not do that? So the church need to evaluate themselves in a real life. The church have to evaluate themselves and really ask themselves if they want to continue with this doctrine we pass down to them. We then hold on slowly and surely and say, yes, this is it. And remember, anything we think about, it manifests. So our project with future. We project everything and we create everything. So that because the colonizer them give the black people them religion and give them a Jesus doctrine to deal with. Them believe in this thing so much to tell them to project things where because of them believe why them a project that. So the church don't know say there's no way the colonizer will give them something to free themselves. I don't understand how the church them still believe in this thing here. I just don't understand. Because all of my treading through the matrix, we hear of the church saying, and with all of the wickedness that go on around the world, with the power we then give the church, it should have mashed down Babylon long time. It should have mashed down Babylon long time. So because the powers that be know say this thing not gonna do nothing. Then say if you leave everything in a God hand and God know better and God know best. But the same people them who give on this religion are telling you say God make man in our own image. But me never hear no pastor I talk about that part of it. God make man of them own image. So one time when I say these demon people, I have to know these people are demon. Demon people them. And listen.
Young people are able to be their best selves and follow their dreams and to pursue studies at the tertiary level that will allow them to so do. The OECD is like, what is beyond blue sky? What is beyond blue sky on this?
Ever hear this fuckery? What is beyond blue sky? Eh? These are the clown we represent Andrew Wallace and Juliet Wallace and Babs Green because them now represent the people them. What is beyond the blue sky? I don't, boy, I don't know. Boy,
so they have recognized that that education is a lever for development, but their recommendation of standards for domestic implementation, I think, might be a little distant. But I think the question was an excellent one, very intellectually stimulating and very clearly well thought out. And so we are not going to.
You see, this is your answer. You see, if you answer the youth, when him ask the question, you know to understand it better. Basically, what she has said, the youth has said, why the government not train the people them were there in Jamaica, so them now have to go outside, go source people for do these critical job, them go locally there. But she has said because international relations, then can't do it. Because somebody tell them so they can't do it. They just pretend like say them do something, but really and truly it can't happen. I don't know, you know.
To criticize you for use of Google. I think that is.
I think there was one more about Social Security contributions.
Yeah, but I wasn't. Please.
She was asking about, I think the question was about whether or not we are engaging with the U.S. for those who have contributed to Social Security in the U.S. for those funds to be repatriated to Jamaica.
Yeah, there's no live initiative.
I told them answer Zara Burton. Eh? Remember, the foreign minister Zara Burton I deal with now, you know. So the two of them gang up now to answer one question. Now listen to this chat. Two of them gang up to answer one question. You see, they don't care about the mic. They don't care about the mic. You don't hear? Chad, nothing at all. Let me tell you something. If Andrew ever thinking bad, make no of them criminal come on the island and see if they not going put their life in a danger. If Andrew ever thinking bad, then we bring in one of these criminals on the island and see if he not going to put their life in a danger. We will never live in a Jamaica with 10,000 criminals from America. We will never allow or support 10,000 criminals from America. Donald Trump will send them back to their yard. And if he can't send them back to their yard, he have to keep them. He have to keep them. When you say the government of Jamaica have something to hide, remember, it's a press briefing then keep, you know, to clear the air and all speculation. And Camina Johnson Smith come chapter and hold for shit out of fear toilet. And when it comes for actually for answer the question them, for the journalists, the press asks question and them answer, see them come there and sabotage it. They must sabotage it. You must never listen nothing from Camina Johnson Smith or Dana Dixon. We don't want to hear nothing from these drunkers. We don't want to hear from them. We just want to make the government know we're not taking 10,000, the most worst of the worst criminal. And that is final.
It's something that we can look at more closely. I think there are often difficulties in the personal arrangements which people establish.
Why you come and chat by yourself? Why you not make the Jamaican people we want to hear what take place in the press briefing, hear the question that Zara Burton asks you, if you hear your respond. Why you all want to talk on the mic? Why you never give back Zara Burton the opportunity to ask about the question since as you never remember them? Why you make sure you ask the question half ear? Then you alone upon mic a chat. Like I think this is a fucking joke. You think this is a joke? You think this is a joke? You think the Jamaican people in life is a joke? And you think so we come... What the fuck you think, Camina Johnson Smith? You think so we have no time for a PR stunt? Eh? You don't think so we have time for a PR stunt? Camina Johnson Smith, at times you need to read the room, you know. As you say, the people on the island, their mind get different. Me just make you know. Say the people their mind get different. So for no look at the house business wanna come with, it just not gonna work. What me say it not gonna do? It not gonna work.
And they may communicate them simply, and that is actually far from the case. But in principle, we would certainly not have a difficulty looking more closely at the issue of access to social support from funds, especially where they have been made while persons were earning, whether in the US or the UK. There was the question about the similarities between the TCNs, the Jamaican TCNs in St. Kitts and in Eswatini. And the thing that connects both, in answer to the person who had asked the question, the commonality between both sets is that they have all expressed a desire to not return to Jamaica. And in terms of whether the U.S. formally notifies Jamaica where a Jamaican is sent by way of TCN, the answer is no. So that is, I think, those were the.
Listen to this.
Right. Somebody had said, I do not usually share agreements between governments publicly. We share about the agreements, but we don't usually share actual documents. This is something that I would have to discuss with the U.S., which is the other party. They're usually dealt with sensitively, which is why they're even not treated as the same as other agreements under the ATI. The agreement is not a unilateral.
Kamina Johnson Smith say, in order to show the TCN agreement, she would have to go ask Donald Trump if he can show Jamaican people the TCN deal. Kamina Johnson Smith and make Jamaican people know if them for sure the TCN deal, they must go ask Donald Trump permission. Listen.
Natural Jamaican agreement where we do with as is requested. So I would have to discuss that with the United States as well as with within the government. And I think it's also important to recognize that the operational procedures are not settled, as I said earlier. They relate back to the MOU. And I think what we would not want is further sensationalization of circumstances in which we are seeking to ensure the best protective approach to Jamaica and to Jamaicans.
May I tell you, Kamina Johnson Smith, if we don't take in them, we're going to hurt them blood clot in our island. And anybody that put them up, we're going to burn down them place. Anybody a house these criminals, them are going to lose them property. And we're serious. I'm going to make you know as the foreign minister, it must never be. The citizens have got to ask Donald Trump for permission to show the TCN deal. Go and tell Donald Trump that the Jamaican citizen, in spite of the friendship between him and Marco Rubio and Jones, the Jamaican citizens say them now have this. Go and tell Donald Trump that. Instead of you go ask permission to show the TCN deal, go and tell Donald Trump say if him send no 10,000 criminals come to Jamaica, their life are going to endanger, their life in a risk. Make Donald Trump know say the people them when I plan to send to come in Jamaica, their life are going in a risk. The Jamaican are going to expunge them and eradicate them off our island. And anybody decides say them are going to offer up them property to house these criminals who are going to lose on the property. Make the revolution start. So if this 10,000 criminal Kamina Johnson are going to kick off the revolution, it's going to kick it off. If the revolution about kick off, for this 10,000 criminals coming to Jamaica, it's going to kick off. Because they can't come in there. I just want to make you know.
And the most effective management of the arrangement in place. Right, so I have been traveling. I will get updated.
Here,
but in
Zara Burns said, them are going to make the TCN deal become public. No, she a double down back upon what them say. And I said them have to ask permission from Donald Trump. But you know want safe passage for these criminals. Them are going to meet them maker. We're going to use with 28 pound them. And anybody use them property, we're going to burn it down. We're going to burn down anybody property who decides that them are going to violate the Jamaican people and the Constitution and aid and abetting in human trafficking. Anybody and give up them property for whole criminal under this human trafficking deal and this human trafficking real, who are going to lose on the property. So, may the best man win. Because we not participate in this human trafficking with America. And if Andrew Willis really want the money where America pay, because the money where America pay, Andrew Willis now want the Jamaican people them to see, you know. That is why they don't want to show the TCN deal, you know. But if these people are going to get hurt, them have to go bury in their country. Because then come, we'll get rid of them. If then come, we'll get rid of them. And anybody who holds these people and them property, you're not going to lose on the property. That if you don't do it, you're not aid and betting in human trafficking. So for that reason, the place where harbor the human them wanna traffic, you're not gonna lose that property. So you can't harbor no more criminal there. You understand? So me have a little thing from with General Fitzjackson. Listen. Hold on. Let me turn on my phone.
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
I am Fitzjackson, opposition spokesperson on national security. I am again calling for the Jamaican people to be shown the Third Country Nationals Agreement in full.
We want to see it in full.
At a JLP meeting on Sunday, Minister Audrey Marks spoke of safeguards in that agreement, while also referring to her own proposal to bring undocumented workers from the United States into Jamaica. Her defense of the TCN agreement tracked so closely with the language of her own proposal that I must ask.
Jamaican people, the government insisted they will collect money from America to take in criminal without the Jamaican people them consent. If they do that, we will hunt them down and kill out them blood clot out of our island. Right at airport, if we wait for them with a machete. Airport. And anybody use them property, we are going to burn down them property, and we're sure. And ask, we're going to burn down them property. So the revolution is going to start. So Jamaican people want to prepare for the revolution start, because the government adamant say them are going to collect money from America to bring in 10,000 criminals. And at that them decide to them do. So on a plan to start the revolution. And anybody we catch and put up these criminals from America, we're going to destroy the property and we're going to eliminate the criminal from America. My rape and my convict, we're going to eliminate all 10,000, all of the, every single one of them, the 10,000, as they come, them I get wiped off at the map. We will never second for this Andrew. So whatever secret Donald Trump have for you, he might go leak it, Andrew. And if you insist that you are bringing 10,000 criminals on our island, we and them are going to go at war. It's going to be war. And every well-thinking Jamaican willing for war. Even the labor right them too. And because true now mislead the labor right them. And true now mislead the labor right them in Andrew. But it's going to be war because we're not taking no criminal. So the government can prepare for war if them decide to them to go down this road. Because we're going to war these criminals from America. And anywhere in Jamaica now put them up, we're going to burn down the building. Anywhere at all in an island, we don't plan to put this criminal. We don't build back the people them house at Westmoreland. We don't have Cliff Hughes on him blogging channel and do PR stunt that talk about PNP try sabotage Nara. But I'm going to tell you this, Andrew. Anywhere in Jamaica you carry them criminal go, we're going to destroy them. And the property where you put them, we're going to burn it down. And we're going to make you see say you're a public servant around here. We're going to make you show you say you're a public servant around here. And if we, the citizens, say we don't want 10,000 criminals from America, we don't want 10,000 criminals from America. And you can't have the final say for that. Me just make you know. Me just make you know. So, you can grow in a local meeting and try to convince the labor right them. Them alright. We have enough well-thinking Jamaican. We don't want these 10,000 criminals come in. I just the other day, them fuck off and look at a 9-year-old girl and snatch her throat. And then other man say no want to bring in 10,000 more of these same type of people in the island. We're going to kill out them blood clot off our island. We're going to eliminate them off of the island. And just the other day, a local girl losing life from the same people them where the government of Jamaica take money from Donald Trump them for bringing in the island. Just the other day, we lose an ex-future prime minister, an ex-doctor, an ex-teacher, an ex-lawyer because Delroy Chuck refused to release the sex offender registry. And on top of that, we have a plan for taking 10,000 more of these same sex offender, murderer, child molester. We're going to wipe them off of the map. Sisters, they don't know where we go. We destroy them for Donald Trump. Just tell them we destroy them from the airport. I want to put them back in a one car stick. I want to bury them. They go to a big hole and put them in a. Sisters, then country don't want them. We don't want them. Donald Trump don't want them. And it make with this I matter want to put them on the fire range and kill them off. Why Donald Trump not make why Donald Trump not send them go somewhere and make a building drop down on them? Sisters, you don't want them in our country. You know, if you put them somewhere and make a building drop down on them, you want to use a fast earthquake or a man-made earthquake and make a building drop down on them. You have to find some way for this supposed to seem rubbish. But me I tell Andrew Wellness, it no matter how RJ Marks want to go around and chat out of fear stink mouth. And it no matter how Dana Dixon want to go around and chat out of fear stink mouth. And it no matter how Kamina Johnson want to go around and chat out of stink mouth. And under no circumstances we accept 10,000 of the most wickedest, vicious criminal. Just the other day, they sacrifice one little 9-year-old, then rape her and snatch her throat. And the government hide the sex offender registry. But go behind our back, go sign deal with America. See how much 100,000, how much million. Then Kamina Johnson Smith go tell we now, in order to show the TCN deal in full, she have to ask Donald Trump if she can show it. Jamaican people on a sharp money machine for this criminal. And at airport on to go and sit down and wait for them. And anybody who think them bad, carry them go no place. Because I'm telling you this, nothing can hide for long. Nothing at all. When more than one somebody know and a secret. And we know say the same Jamaican JLP. But we know about this here go on. The woman we chat tell her friend, I go leak. And anybody decides they're not going to put up this criminal because them on a place, on a property, will get destroyed. And remember the other day, the news go around at St. Mary, go look if nobody around there. The next time, you know, try it. You know, try it. You know what I talk about, Desmond I talk about people, property will get destroyed. You think I'm not see nothing yet? You know, try bringing on 10,000 criminals and show people property get destroyed in the island. And if you think they are chatting, so just do it. If you think they just chat, we are chat. Try it. You know, listen to Fitz Jackson.
Are the two in substance one and the same? Minister Marks cannot argue that safeguards exist while keeping the very document that would prove it locked away. If there is truly no overlap between her proposal and the TCN deal.
And if you labor right them, I take money And aside the government for bringing this criminal, we and the labor right them and go out to war too. So them have to prepare for war too. So if they don't have nothing to live for, we have something to live for. Me and my niece, me and people who I care about, where I can't support no rapists. So any labor right, I defend this rapist deal with the government. We are under a war. And I'm not chatting on social media again. A physical war. Because we are going war and for real, for true. If we don't agree with Ann Jones for bringing 10,000 rapists, murderer, pedophile, child molester in our island, we are under a war for real. Not on social media chattings. Real war. Soon and burn down on a place too. And running out of place. I don't feel like a joke. You don't join with the government for bringing 10,000 criminals in our country and you see what going on. The revolution is going to start now. So no better tell Andrew say, if you put off this blood clot 10,000 a deal with Trump, because the citizens of Jamaica don't agree with that, and Labour right supporters, you no better hold the same views like what I hold. No 10,000 criminals. The youth of Jamaica with a future. And them, the youth, them are the future Prime Minister and lawyer, judge. You're mad. You think we can impose in 10,000 Donald Trump garbage in our country for, as a favor? But one coupon Donald Trump stinking, dirty, confused blood clot he that self. Which favor? Him have to deal with him one a problem. And if Andrew ever thinks him bad, bring in 10,000 criminals on the island, anywhere then in Jamaica, we are going to burn down the property and we are get rid of them. So anybody who want to lose their property, go into this deal with Andrew Jones and see if you're not going to lose on the property.
The simplest way to prove it is to publish the Memorandum of Understanding in full. Months after it was signed, that document remains hidden from the people it affects most. Which government denies its citizens information that is in their own best interest? The Jamaican people deserve honesty from their government. Prime Minister Holness must publish the MOU now.
Visit our website at pnp.org.jm.
And if in this time say now publish Fitz Jackson and Mark Golan, we ready for burn down anywhere them a put them people here. And we ready for war. No come on social media and chat again. Because we see some chatting can't do it again, so we have to physically war. And if the Labour right them decide to agree with Ann Jones to bring in this criminal, it's going to be a war the Labour right them too. Anyway, the Labour right them decide say, them are going to make Ann Jones trick them and them agree for these people, for Ann Jones and get some strength for bringing them. Labour right, we not get on the house, burn down and we are going to war too. We now have to say no to 10,000 to the 10,000 criminal under this TCN deal. We now have to say no. The thing we can come out and everything Ann Jones say, I eat on our work with. I must say we don't got war in that blood clot. You think the country have to Labour right? I think the country have to Andrew. Everything Andrew have to do, I feel in the best interest of the country. And 10,000 criminals from America is not in the best interest of the country. And any Labour right agree with them, it's going to be war in that blood clot. So no prepare. Talking about that, from the 7th till the 12th, it's going to be locked down in Jamaica. All taxi island wide are going to be locked down. The island going to be locked down. So I make one posters just to show them what I go on. See it there. I make a posters for you to see what I go on. From the 7th till the 12th. Island wide. The taxi them all taxis strike for 5 days island wide. From the 7th until the 12th. There will be no taxi to carry anybody to work. So I hope the people them join with the taxi man them and don't left them yard. Because the taxi, in no matter where the government what kind of picture, the government want paint about the taxi man. You have good taxi man and bad taxi man. And I see Darrell Vaz I run a broke red light. A member of parliament will come if you take with this pine system with driver's license. He missed I run a broke red light. I drive and I broke top in a Migra road. And then drive and broke red light. Darrell Vaz. So the taxi man them say them a strike. So I go and play one little thing for them I couldn't hear. Wait there. Hold on. Like this.
Morning, family, morning, top of the morning, author speaking, greetings in the name of Imperial Majesty. Hello world, Elias for the Black King. September 7th to the 12th, we'll be going for 5 days. All who own a, ready? All who own a driver's license, wanna come. This car ride.
Hear what man say? From your own a driver's license, your driver's license is at risk. And from your own a driver's license, you plan to drive. Whether rent car or you have your own. So from you have a driver's license, join the car, join the protest. It's going to be an island-wide protest. And you see this protest? All of the rest of the problem they want to have in the country, want to merge it with this protest. So taxi man, the farmer them, make sure say every farmer go on board. Because if you not carry no goods go road, you don't know that go. You can't lose your license, and you not lose no goods, and you not get charged for not sign up with the radar. So all of the farmer them in Jamaica, make it your point of duty. You see? To join the protest from the 7th of September up until the 12th. The farmer, taxi man, minimum wage workers, the people that want justice from the government. We want Andrew Whitley to step aside. We want Andrew Wallace to step down. We want Juliet Wallace to move from this. Everybody who have them concern can join this protest on the 7th. Not only taxi man. The farmer, all of the farmer them, island wide, to go on board with this protest. From your farmer, who don't know the taxi man them in a phone community. Make the taxi man them know say, who is on board with them to go on this strike, the 5-day strike. So the people them will work, this is a public announcement. From the 7th of September up until the 12th, the road will be empty of taxi. So make the necessary preparation, stock up on some food, and join with the protest. Because when you join with the protest, you can't get fire. Because I know just you alone get up and go protest. It's an all-island protest. So all hotel worker, people them are still on a chapalin, the people them are government a bypass, every single body to join this protest the 7th of September. And further down, I'm going to play a little bit more update on that with Marvin and some taxi in a Kingston, some taxi operator in a Kingston. So finish play out the road, I say. They will move on to Marvin and some other taxi operator in a somewhere there in a halfway tree. So we'll continue to play out the road, I say.
Car ride. Can any one of you go up on suspension who own a driver's license, who drive for a living for 1 year? Anybody where can go up on suspension for 1 year without work, without pay? We have Pitney and send girls to school and feed them every day. Raise your hand. Well, me can do it. So September 7th, we want you all to join because Clarendon call, Portland call, Manchester call, Westmoreland call, and everybody ready. Kingston call, everybody ready so far. So we're going to have a motorcade soon. from Kingston to Mobile. Great thing to show them that we are ready, up and ready. You understand me? Because if we don't do this, we are going down. We have to show them that people still live in Jamaica. Because it look like all these laws, these draconian laws are come up from the Narra Bill pass and they don't even realize. All of a sudden, Roman Boom ban. Roman Boom. Eh? The man, them tea, ban. Yam and banana, you have to have license for planting and for carry now. You know, wake up. Don't be a fool. You can't eat one patty, one peanut on the steering now. Eh? You know, tell me this.
And the people in Jamaica were living in the rural part of Jamaica. We have the whole of ackee tree on the property, whole of mango tree, coconut tree. One is selling the coconut. Remember, if you don't know license with rather you can't sell it again, it's not get locked up and charged. So, is modern day slavery, the government take time and bring in pan under this guise. So, if you don't make a stand now, too later go be on cry. Go and talk my brethren out the road.
We now go take this. We're coming out. Everybody coming out. So September the 7th. See you all there because this come from the whole of we now. The whole of we in trouble now. If we not come out, we can't come out again. Remember, look good. This is slavery master. Code up. What are we speaking?
I'm not telling you, man. A slavery, modern day slavery. Modern day slavery. So Marvin, what you say?
Right. Jamaica, Spanish town me there, and I have a number of taxi operators that are here, persons who are in direct support of the upcoming protest, the stay at home, no movement there, and a lot of persons don't understand it because you think them just a fight baselessly. Now, something that we have done over the years is that we've underestimated taxi operators and feel like all of them are dunce. Now, I am so happy and elated about the meeting that we just had, which is now going to be culminated into a whole video where I have Didi, Diane Dennis, and she and the attorney up in this. Me, I give her the title. I was so impressed with how much years of knowledge she have. And the other taxi operators are here. All of them there. You don't know them, Superman. What you say name?
Curious.
Curious.
The only king.
The only king. Dan. One line. You can't talk, man. One voice. One voice. Everybody, them they here. You understand? Taximen that you would have seen, you might not have taken their taxis, but these are the persons who are fighting for you. Now, we are going about to understand from Miss Dennis, who understand from all the way back from 1938. She understands what needs to be understood, and she will break it down for you right now. All right? Miss D, you're up.
Good afternoon.
Project.
My name is Diane Dennis.
Yes.
I wanted to give some clarity and a little background to what is happening. In 2007, traffic fines were increased by then Minister Omar Davis to meet an IMF target. He posted and gazetted those increasing fines under the Financial Collection of Taxes Act. Omar Davis was then Minister of Finance. So it was the wrong minister, wrong act. That act in and of itself rendered the increase in fines illegal.
Yes.
When Mr. Housen took his traffic ticket for speeding to court based on the increased fine, the judge made a ruling and ordered that he pay the fines according to what was under the old Road Traffic Act of 1938. That matter became a class action suit, and as such, all tickets issued should have been paid at that dollar value. What I find interesting though is that the merit point system, which forms a part of the 2018 Act, was under review, and Minister Vaz has yet to speak to the public about that review. What became of that review? TTMS, which is the Traffic Ticketing Management System, which is the portal used by the police, the Tax Administration of Jamaica, the Port Administration to regulate and issue these tickets, has a lot of feeding problems, as is evidenced by the repeat in tickets and people paying tickets that they are still been getting warrants for and still have to be going back to court to pay. it is surprising for me that tax admin can go back as far as they want to go back to find an outstanding ticket, but they can never go far enough backwards to find a payment. Something in and of itself is wrong with that.
Yes.
For the government to come and say that they are doing a rollout of the demerit point system effective October 1st, I find it to be quite disingenuous, because all the ministers know the teething problems that exist out there, and what needs to happen is that all the driving records for all motorists, not just the sector,
yes,
all motorists, needs to be wiped clean.
Say that again. Say it again.
Needs to be wiped clean.
Beautiful.
They need a slate, a fresh slate.
Yeah.
Justice Sykes came out and spoke about the fact that the court uses the 1938 Act and the Act of 2018 to govern us when we attend court. Where in the world you go, you have two legislation governing one little society?
Wow.
The 1938 Act is supposed to have been repealed.
Yes.
Why wasn't it repealed, people? Because there were information in that act that needed to be removed to the Transport Authority Act, the new Transport Authority Act of 2022, and they couldn't have repealed the act because then they couldn't move anything.
Wow.
It's as simple as that. The Transport Authority Act of 2022 is out. Where are the regulations to go with that act? That act has implications for not just the PPV sector, but for the commercial vehicles. Jamaicans, we need to wake up.
Yes.
Understand?
Yes.
We have appointed our politicians to serve us, and they need to serve us well.
Yes.
They need to be held accountable, and we are saying that we are demanding that justice be served. Justice must not just appear to be served. It
Yes.
must be served.
Yes.
To blame the sector for the carnage on the road and to say the demerit point system is to target that is disingenuous.
Yes.
For over 20 years, the PPV sector has contributed under 5% to road fatalities, and that statistics is available.
Wow.
For anybody. I am disappointed in all journalists of today.
Yes.
Because I don't see any investigative journalism being done.
Wow.
When these ministers come up and make this pronouncement, I expect the journalists to go and do their homework.
Yes.
But all that I see happening is interviews being done and nothing, no follow, no investigation to say what should have followed A and A, B should have followed C. That is not happening. You know, and I think that is time enough for us to stand together as one and
Yes.
demand that the justice now. Enough. We need to stand up like Taki. I'm a St. Mary girl.
Yes.
I was girl of the year for St. Mary.
Wow.
And Taki stood up one morning and said, I'm tired of being a slave.
Wow.
We are tired of being sacrificed
Beautiful.
on the altar of political expediency.
Yes.
And we are saying to the government, enough is enough.
Beautiful.
Do your job and do your job
Yes, sir.
well. That's
So-
why we have paid you so well.
Good. So again, for the record, what we're asking you them for? What are we asking for
We
again?
are saying that the slate must be wiped clean
Yes.
for all motorists. I think that the government has profited enough from the illegal increase in fines in these traffic tickets, and they must just stop now.
Beautiful. All right. Over here, sir.
Yes, Jamaica. As you all know, the name is Curious, and I'm the president from the Transport Society
Yes.
movement. Now, we've been tussling with the government for the last 6 years when the government decided to use unlawful tickets to prosecute Jamaicans. What have happened so far? Hundreds of operators get falsely imprisoned and false arrests. Hundreds.
Yeah.
Until this very day, the government is still using traffic tickets from the old act that the Supreme Court ruled is a constitutional breach to send our members to prison. On top of this, the government is forcing a draconian demerit point system on us that will take away our driver's license and put us, all of us, out of business. Not just taxi man,
Yes.
but private motorists,
Yes.
everyone.
Yeah.
We are saying to Jamaica,
Yes.
according to the statistics, According to the statistics, we are some of the best drivers in terms of road fatalities.
Yes.
We contribute the least, the lovely lady just highlight,
yes.
under 5%.
Yes.
So we want the government to target behaviors that actually are causing road fatality,
yes.
and not the taxi operators. So September coming, September the 7th, we're calling on all Jamaicans to stand with the taxi operators.
No,
we are not asking for anything unfair.
Yeah.
We are asking that Jamaican people come out in the interest of justice so that the sector can get fixed once stands for all.
Right.
The traffic tickets before 2023 must be removed from the records of all Jamaicans.
Beautiful. Let me see where paper there with the ticket then.
Yeah, with the double ticket.
Yeah, we video almost done here, so we have 30 seconds. I want to look on this Jamaica.
Yeah.
This amount of, this come like when I'm picking do an SBA. A BA ticket them, and one of the worst thing about this is the what? Tell them.
Repeating traffic tickets. Repeating of offences on the record. Repeating offences on the record.
Repeating offences. Yeah, see there. Yeah.
These are repeated offences. These are repeated offences. Ticket that pay already, come back again and say that you never pay. And they come back multiple times.
How with that?
Chat. I'm going to play one more.
Jamaica, so
up and running.
It's the shorter version.
Yeah.
I'm with the taxi association of Spanish Town.
Yeah. Up and running.
We're here with the Honorable Didi. It's Diane Dennis. I really respect her for her knowledge over these, and not just her, but everybody
curious.
here.
Curious.
We have a boss in the back. Everybody have a level of knowledge. Yeah, man, a level of knowledge. Superman saying that.
And the great king is here.
And the great king.
And we are saying September 7th, Jamaica.
Yes.
We have to take a stand.
Yep.
All of us.
Yes. We're not asking for nothing unfair.
Yeah.
We're asking for justice.
Yes.
What is happening to us in Jamaica is injustice.
And this is for all motorists.
Yes.
For all motorists. All motorists.
And all drivers with a valid driver's license.
And we already have a video where Miss Diane Dennis was actually explaining the law. We're not just baselessly asking for this to be removed. You cannot, for the love of God, have persons showing up in the court paying for a ticket that they already paid for, being locked up for something that they've already paid for. And the judges that are doing this, and the fact that the system is that broken, you don't have to go wipe the system. You will have to wipe the system because the police and the court and the government is connected, and the tax office is connected to the same system. You all are correct. So that system needs to be overall. So we don't have to do it, and the judge them will know. So when a man is charged for a $500 ticket, come to court and you are charging him a $2,500, a $5,000, a $10,000 for a $500 offense by law. That is illegal. It is illegal, and it is wrong. And the judge about because about not taking up on the people just pay it because we don't know judge. We not gonna pay for the crime. Marvin Edgar telling you not gonna pay for the crime. Stop using motorists and taximen as a cash cow. Stop using the damn people as cash cow. We are not going to fund a budget. The government should have been intelligent enough to find other ways to fund the flipping budget in this country. But they are funding it for them friends.
The law must serve all Jamaicans.
Yes.
Jamaicans. The law must operate on all of us behalf. What we find is our constitutional rights are being violated.
Yes.
Our rights are not being respected in the court. And I'm saddened by that. I can't even believe that I would be in a Jamaica where the court itself are violating the rights of the people because we get a ruling. We get a ruling.
And you see when time Andrew is violate my constitution right, I don't take no talk, you know. Because the constitution, I kind of respect, you know. Saying, and when Andrew is violate the constitution, it's not going to work. It just not going to work.
It's that all tickets that were imposed with an unauthorized and an illegal fine is a constitutional breach.
Yes.
Why the government are still using those tickets to prosecute and imprison Jamaicans?
Yes.
Them take 440,000 from one little taxi man.
Yeah.
All because the little taxi man don't know him rights. Them take 440,000 and then boast about it, Jamaican people. This is the heights of wickedness.
And it's a lot of things. It's not even just all the tickets. When you think about how much a red plate person has to pay for their license, I mean, you're charging 250,000 plus insurance. One of the expect people, and then them drive on bad road. Them have one 300-pound person on the front seat. Them have 4 on the back seat where each is over 100 pounds. So them carry almost 1,000 pound weight. If you are dropping a patrol and mash up them front end.
Yes.
I take forever to give them a little increase.
Yes.
And things that want 16% increase want to do. In a work for nobody. Yeah? So no need to raise up a minimum wage. Them. The gas price go up. The people is tired. Tired of paying for tickets so the money to pay for it. It's a bunch of things and we're not going to sit down and not take no damn 4 pints, 8 pints, 10 pints remove for one log and all kind of garbage.
Yes.
Yeah? And there is no law for the corrupted politicians. It is time for you to wake up in this damn country. We are sick and tired and all the taximen and motorists. This video is on behalf of the entire motorists who are fed up of a nasty system and stop oppressing the people. The other video that Miss Diane have given you the law. You go listen to it. What are the breaches and why we're standing up? So to stand up with the people all the way September 7, we're not gonna wear. We're to the yard and yam curry chicken.
Taxi operator. Show us again. We're talking and we're calling on the members them. All taxi operator. No one go through. All of us going through it. Bus operator. We're calling on come out September 7. We will take a stand. 5 days. We will take a stand and we will get justice.
And as a matter of fact, we need to end the video by being balanced. We not ask motorists to just get up and blatantly break the law.
No.
We not ask them if we go break the law.
We love that.
We don't respect the law. So we not want nobody say, I support it. We are asking motorists, taximen and motorists alike, respect the law. But we're not going to be paying for tickets that have already been paid for. We should not be charged under an act that should have been repealed. The injustices is too much.
One last thing.
Yes, quickly.
The demerit points thing that the government plan to introduce, we see it as draconian.
Yes.
We see it as unfair.
Yes.
And we are asking that it get reviewed. Matter of fact, all of us together, we are preparing a proposal for the government pertaining to the demerit points.
All right.
We don't want them to target us unfairly and tell the public lie.
Right.
So we intend to, based on the statistics from the Island Traffic Authority, target those offenses and behaviors that actually are causing life based on the statistics.
Right.
Don't deceive the public that taxi and bus operators are responsible for road fatalities when it is not so. So the demerit point system must be reviewed. We will make the proposal available to the public and to my good brethren.
Beautiful. Big up on yourself. So everybody out. We're out.
One love.
We're standing together. One Jamaica. One Jamaica. One Jamaica.
Yes,
yeah, man. Big up on yourself.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Anyway, we're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on smoothly. And before we go any further, I'm gonna say what this.
Oh yes he did. Sold those buses, kept it hid. 100 deals under the lid. Darryl did it. Oh yes he did. He smiled so wide, his pitch so sweet. The ministers danced to his deceit. Signed the papers, couldn't retreat. Darryl's hustle was hard to beat. Darryl did it. Oh yes he did. Sold those buses.
A lie. A lie. Darryl did it. Anyway, I have something else. Right there. some more. Ah, tell.
First up this evening, the National Water Commission is urging Jamaicans to conserve water as the dry spell rages on.
The appeal comes as the water level at the corporate area storage facilities nears crisis proportion.
Kelisha Williams has the details.
As of Monday, July 27, the water level at the Hermitage Dam is at 48%, while the Mona Reservoir is just below 65%. With very little rain in the forecast for the rest of the summer, the National Water Commission says Jamaicans should conserve water. This, combined with the ongoing water lockoffs across the corporate area, has made life miserable for many Jamaicans looking to cool off as temperatures continue to soar.
Ice water, I drink a morning for tea. Yeah, man, I just drink one bag of water that, really hot, me I tell you.
Which is a problem when we look at the water forecast. The reality is we're not expecting any major rain for the next 6 weeks. So the drought conditions are indeed biting.
Each year during the water restrictions, the government has faced the ire of the public for failing to find permanent solutions to the ongoing water issues in the country. Earlier this year, the government announced that it is building a water plant in Contents in Catherine that should supplement the water supply to Kingston and St. Andrew and Portmore and Spanish Town in St. Catherine by 2027. Now, going forward for the rest of the summer, Minister of Water Matthew Samuda says steps have been taken to reduce the water challenges.
We have redirected 4 million gallons daily from private sources that are available to us as a part of our drought resilience strategy. They're available to us from Portmore, so we do pump in through the southern part of St. Andrew. But you are...
Chat. Yesterday, I sit down on Google. I Google through my platform and I do my search. Saying, my question them about that thing, this water shortage and drought that I'm talking about in Jamaica. And it isn't possible for Jamaica to have water shortage and drought. It is a lie. But it's a script that them have to follow. But there's no time at all Jamaica have water shortage and drought. But as me I say, it is a script we don't have to follow. Because the people that want to do business with, everybody have to say the same thing. So the system mislead the people them for your agenda. Just to make you know there's no time at all Jamaica have water shortage and drought. It is a lie from the pit of hell. And the thing we want to need to know, Chat GPT and all of these search engine we want to use. Every time we ask a question, it takes half a liter of water. Clean, fresh water. The data center and human a fight for clean water, for drink. Saying, a lot of people in Jamaica say, a lot of the river them dry up, no water. And I just ask this question, could it be the government of Jamaica export water to some data center outside of Jamaica, why then divert a lot of the river them? I just say, all of these search engines, when I see the AIs, all of them, when you ask a question, you have to be careful what kind of question you ask.
Short about 8 million gallons daily now in demand in Kingston and St.
Because when you ask question, it will take with the water you have to drink. Remember, the data center, a clean water, clean, fresh, same water where you drink, and heat it off a drink. If you cool down, you chip them for them melt. So, look a bit from now and I go hear a whole more about water shortage and drought. Because they want the fresh water to send to these data center So now if you know something, I'm going to do no one research now in the spare time about data center and how much water it consume. And we see say we have problem. Big problem.
Andrew, and it will be a tough 4 to 6 weeks after, I believe.
However, with the island still experiencing lower than normal rainfall, it is not clear when the water restrictions will be lifted.
For those of you who will be listening to this later, listen to me well. I just received some documents from Canada indicating that the government of Canada is now going to remove driver's license or replace it rather, and health cards with the QR code. Now think about it. Why would you remove a driver's license which has an image on it? Why would you remove a health card which has an image on it to give you a new ID that has no image but just a QR code? Wake up. So the world as you know it is now 10 regions. On the 7th of September, Africa, the Union and CARICOM joined together as one, and the Oceania and the other parts of the world, they have become one. So we have now 10 regions governed by the G7, which is Japan, Canada, United States, etc. So the G7, ruling over the 10 regions. And above the G7, of course, is Lucifer and all of these different persons. So now, when Canada removes driver's license, and then you have to have the QR code to have a driver's license, you will not be able to drive unless, this is what they're telling you, inadvertently, without the joke, which gives you the QR code certificate, you will not be able to renew your driver's license, therefore you will not be able to drive your car. Are you catching it? Can't drive your car. So Canada is going to go all over the world, even to Jamaica. That's why Jamaica was trying to bring in NIDS, but they didn't put it in a way that the Jamaican people will accept it. But now with all the brainwashing from the last year to now, they're now people just thinking that if they give in, they go back to normal. You don't go back to normal, you die. So the driver's license, the health card in Canada, your passport will all be connected to the QR code and your cash, your bank account. It's the cryptocurrency. There will be no more cash. Cash will crash. And so this is happening this month of October for Canada. They're going to roll out no more driver's license in Canada. October, November, they're rolling it out. No more driver's license, no more health card. And of course, by next year, no more passport. So travel will be without, you see all those people who are working at the airport now that think people need them, you will be replaced. There will be no need for you to be there. I was in Italy 2 years ago, and I just scanned the microchip in my Canadian passport, and the door opened. A lady just stamped in it. She didn't even look in the book. She just asked me for a page for her to stamp, and I left. And I said, "Why, this is strange. No one spoke to me. No one asked me why am I there," because that's not what it is now. The world is changing, and they have been doing the test run in Italy and in Europe and these countries where you just go through this little glass booth. You stand in, and it scans your face. When I was in South Africa, the same scenario applied. Something scans your face, and you go through it. When I was in Australia, that's the same thing I experienced in Australia and in Italy. And so what you need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is it. So you cannot renew your license. Those of you who have not paid up your land taxes, one of the ways to catch you is the fact that you have not paid your land taxes. Then they have the right now to come and take over your property. So you have to pay your land taxes years in advance. I know this is really intense. You did not follow the signs, and therefore you missed the 7 year of prosperity. When the government of Jamaica told you prosperity, 4 years, it was true, but now that time of prosperity comes to an end, September the 22nd, and the time of famine and hardship like this world has never known or seen before in the history of humankind. This is what's happening. So in order for you to get this QR code, all right, why is Britain going into contracts with 50 funeral parlors for 4 years to store mass bodies because they know that the people are going to die like flies. Listen to me and wake up. There are camps all around the world. They are building camps. In Jamaica, you think the soldiers are building this camp up in Montego Bay in different locations, and in Kingston they're building camps for who? For the dead bodies, because when people start to see the dead bodies that are piling up, they're going to start to retaliate, and they have now the lockdown is put in place, so you're locked into an area and you cannot leave that area. So this little this game that you think you're playing, that you'll be able to go in downtown or you go up to Kingston as you have a feel, it is not going to happen. They're going to ban you from traveling and moving and everything else until they have taken away all your liberties. If you don't wake up right now and understand the time that you're in, you don't think it's joking time. If you don't know who your God is now, you will not know then when hunger will kill you and water the pipes. Listen, imagine now there's no more JPS and no more NWC, and in order for you to get water and food, you have to go and show the mark. They're going to be controlling the water supply and the light. Are you hearing me? You will not be able to pay your bills because you don't have the QR code, because cash will be removed and the QR code will become your cash. Those of you sitting down saying you will wait and see, may I tell you, say you will see it with your eye, but you shall not eat thereof, because at the time then you think you will see to eat of it, you will die. This is the time to set your house in order, to put your affairs in order. When they realize that people are waking up, even those who have received their mark, they're going to interfere with your emotions. You want to hear a voice talking to you in your mind. It's the technology they have now. It's a weapon that they have. A voice will be speaking in your head. Just like when someone becomes schizophrenic, they say they hear a voice and start doing crazy things. This is what is going to happen. The technology that's on the inside of you will allow them to speak into your head by the frequency, just like how your phone picks up frequencies and you can hear a call, so it's the same, the person becomes an antenna. I have warned, I have warned, I have warned. Noah warned, and so today I am warning. I'm warning. I am warning. Wake up. Gasoline, you cannot, there's a time coming you won't be able to first buy gasoline unless you have the QR code. And you can't get the QR code. You will not be able to go to the hospital without the QR code. The hospitals now are designed, the doctors only come in to pass that you're dead. They don't come to assist you. They have received instructions for you to die. The medication they're giving you for $197,000, Revisidia or whatever, that's going to cause kidney failure. You're going to die. And they attribute, every death is attributed to the C, the big C, when really every death that is happening now is to be attributed to the joke that you're receiving. I have warned. I hope you will listen, and I hope you will understand in Jesus' name.
I go forever play this video to remind the people them. Saying, so there is something them I'm going to play tomorrow. I'm going to close off with this.
Congratulations to Mark Jefferson Goulding, coming from...
I'm going to tell you something. You see what you did do?
This year.
Yeah, robot.
Just to remind you.
What you did do, you see, if you did do that, and you can't, nobody did.
It's his moment. It's his moment. Mark Jefferson Goulding has led the People's National Party to a surprise win in the local government elections of February 26, 2024. Marky G, as he's affectionately called, was behind in the public opinion polls. Yes, his leadership was on the line, but in a stroke of political genius, he declared that these elections were to be treated as a national referendum under Andrew Holness' government, and he has been proven correct. Tonight, he is cementing his hold on the leadership of the People's National Party. In a closely fought and won election, he has taken the PNP from 98 of the 228 divisions. And we are projecting that he is running ahead virtually of the PNP in terms of the electoral division count, ahead in terms of the popular vote count, and he has made significant gains in terms of the municipalities that the PNP will now control after today's elections. Congratulations to Mark Jefferson Golding, coming from the political dead. Yes?
Kinda love, the kinda lie.